start talking about F-18 squadrons, the Black Knights, and specifically this squadron has flown the F-18 longer than any other squadron in the Department of the Navy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Heavy Metal Diecast video, and we have another one here from Hobby Master in 1/72nd scale diecast. Of course, I grabbed this from a local hobby shop, Frontline Hobbies, for $150 and brand new in the box. So for any of my Australian viewers that are chasing one, not a plug, it's just where I got it from. And this particular one is an FA-18 A++ Hornet. It's been extra good. And of course, this is from the US Marines. It's from the VMFA-314 or 314 Black Knights. And the Black Knights were originally formed during World War II in 1943. They would serve in the Pacific Theatre for the duration of the war until being decommissioned in 1947. They were recommissioned again in 1952 and would see service in the Korean, Vietnam and Gulf Wars, as well as the global war on terrorism. In 2020, the Black Knights did transition to the new F-35C. So 2019 marked the Hornet's retirement from VMFA-314, and this is when this aircraft is from. And this particular model that we have is the aircraft that they did use in a special passing of the torch photo shoot with the new F-35C in 2019. And I do love the squadron's motto, of course, which is, once a night is never enough. Now, that is pretty cool. Enough talk from me. What we'll do is we'll get this awesome looking Hornet out of the box. It does actually has a slip cover on these ones, so we pull that slip cover off if we can, because it's held on by this magic, or I'm just turning into a pussy as I'm getting older. We'll open this up. It's just got some details in the front there like usual, and it does have a lot of detail in here, so depending on your eyesight, you might have to get some goggles to read all that if you're interested in it. And this awesome looking Hornet sitting in the packet with all the accessories that we need to put on. And it is no good in the box, is it? So what we'll do is we'll get this Hornet out of this box and check out this Black Knights Hornet. Alright, with this Hornet out of the box, it does come with that normal Hobby Master stand. We'll get this lid off so we can check this out. And it does look very nice in there. Obviously does have a canopy option if you want to have the canopy in the open position. Same with the air brake. I assume there will be maybe two of those, so one for the closed position and one with the air brake in the open position. And we do have some baggies with some missiles and some external tanks, which we will need to put on. And you do get a little pilot figure, and there is the air brake in the closed position. But we need to check out this awesome looking F-18. I really do hope this comes out nicely. I'm seeing this sitting in there, brand new, untouched. And what am I going to break? Let's see. Come on, just pop out nicely. You can do it, is what they would say. Oh, here we go. Ah, excellent. Fan-freaking-tastic. It popped out beautifully. And nothing broke. We'll move that out of the way and check out this awesome looking Hornet. Another great Hobby Master Hornet. Let's check out some of those details. Check out the tail. That does look very nice. It's got some really good panel lines there. Excellent. It's got some great markings. Beautiful. That does look fantastic. I wonder if we can get that cockpit open or off. Check out some of those details inside there. Beautiful. Does have a lot of great detail in there. That does look excellent. We better put that canopy back on if we can manage to do that, which we can. Let's have a little look around the front. That Hornet does look cool. Definitely. This is another awesome looking one here from Hobby Master. It's got some, reasonable engine detail there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let us check underneath and have a little look. It's got some great detail there. And of course, that's where the main landing gear, as you know, will go. And it's got the little slots for the ordnance that we need to put on. Of course, that nose wheel going right in there. It's got some little aerial details, so do be careful of those so you don't squash those while you're handling it. Geez, I was lucky with that. But that does look pretty cool. All right, well, what we'll do is we'll kit this out with a landing gear option and come back and have a little look at it set up. So you do get these 6 air-to-air missiles. These are pair that go under the wings, of course, and these attached to points under the fuselage, which we will chuck on in a second. You do also get these 3 external fuel tanks. Of course, these 2 go under the wings, and that is your central fuselage one. All right, let's go finish kitting out this Hornet. All right, here we have this Black Knight's Hornet all set up. It was very straightforward, so easy. Nose wheel cover, main wheel cover, those gear bay doors go straight on, no worries whatsoever. You put the 2 missiles along that fuselage sides. They're held in by just one little pin, but they do go on relatively easy, and they do stay there, so they haven't dropped off as yet. And of course, your 3 external fuel tanks go in their positions, and of course, your loadout of missiles on either side of the wings as well. And they were very straightforward to put on. Everything went on smoothly, and it does set up very nicely. It is a great fit. Another great little model here. This is definitely a very, very easy to assemble FA-18 Hornet from Hobby Master, of course, and it does look the part. So if you're an in-flight guy, this is how your Hornet is going to look, and it does look really good. This sets up beautifully. And of course, well, you do put that closed air brake in its position, of course, and that is job done. If you do want to put a pilot in, you do get a little pilot that you can put inside there if you wish to display your aircraft with a pilot. I don't use pilots in mine. And of course, if you do want to put this on the stand, let us see. All right, so that is the 3-piece stand you get from Hobby Master, and it does go in that little hole. And you can leave the ordnance on, so that central fuel tank will stay on, of course, although it does touch the paintwork there, so if you are worried about that, maybe put something on the ends of your stand. But that is how she sits on the stand, and we will put it on the deck, of course, and see how she sits. Let's have a little look. And that is how your Hornet will sit on the stand. It is a little bit precarious, I suppose you could say. It's a little bit sort of front heavy, the way it sort of sits. But so if you're going to display it, I wouldn't display it in an area where there's going to be a lot of movement and shaking, because it may shake. So it does, as you can see, there's a bit of a wobble when you shake the table there. But that is how she will display in flight on your stand, of course. So for you flyboys, that's you done. But of course, you know, I like to see my aircraft gear down, because that's how I display mine. So what we'll do is we'll chuck some landing gear on this, of course, and come right back. We'll zip off and do that right now. All right, we're back with the gear down option and everything opened up as well. So I'll show you straight away the open cockpit detail. Straightforward, you just put the open canopy in, and that does reveal a nice open cockpit for you to see all the detail in there. It's got some great gauge detail in there, of course. It does look very nice. And of course, it does give you the opportunity to chuck the open air brake on there as well, and you can check that detail out. It is very nice. And of course, we will have a little look at the landing gear, which does go in nicely. So you do have the usual modules that you drop straight in. So it's just a 1-piece module here for that rear gear. The wheels do not move. And of course, got to push this in a little bit more. That front nose wheel that just pushes in, and that is just that one module as well, and that sets up nicely, and that is your Hornet gear down and ready to display on its landing gear. And it does have some great detail in there. Beautiful detail inside the wheel wells, of course. You don't have to do anything. All the gear bay doors and everything are attached all one piece in that module, so you just drop these straight in, and that is gear down, set up, ready to display. And that is just too easy. It is so easy, it just makes you want to buy more, because they are just easy to set up. But yeah, this is definitely pretty cool. Another really nice looking Hornet from Hobby Master. Yeah, definitely happy with this one as well. Geez, I'm always happy with my models, aren't I? I am not very critical. I'm a pretty easygoing bloke. It's got to be really, really stuffed up for me to get actually mad at it. All right, we will zoom in on this and wind the video up. And of course, these are what these videos are for. Depending on your fuss level, it's for you to decide on if you really like this model or not. Whether I do, it doesn't matter. It's all up to you, the viewer, if you enjoy what you see or if you don't. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, found it helpful in some sort of way, hey, give us one of those if you can find that button somewhere there. And of course, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already done so. So once again, this is the FA-18 A++. So it's been extra well behaved. And it's from the VMFA-314 or the 314 Black Knights. And of course, once a night is never enough. And I reckon this is another fantastic looking aircraft by Hobbymaster, of course, in 1/72nd scale diecast. All right, I will take some happy snaps of the Black Knights Hornet here, and you can check them out at the end of the video, of course, without my hands all over it, my sausage fingers all over it, of course. And once again, I want to take the time to say thank you very much for watching the video if you made it this far. I appreciate everyone that does watch my videos. All right, everyone, you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and thanks again for watching. Cheers.